In this video, we'll be going over how to convert radians into degrees. In order to convert radians into degrees, we have to remember the formula. Radians, or radian, times 180 degrees over pi radians will give us an answer in degrees. So we're going to do two practice problems using this formula. So our first practice problem is going to be where we are given negative 13 pi over 18 radians. And we have to convert this into degrees. So to do this, we're going to use the formula we wrote out up top, which was first our radians, and our radian was negative 13 pi over 18 times 180 degrees over pi radians. So that's going to be a radian here and a radian here. So automatically, you should be able to see that the pi's would eliminate with each other, as well as the radians would eliminate with each other. So basically, we are left with negative 13 times 180 degrees over 18 equals an answer which would be in degrees, or the degree value of our radians. You could also set it up as a railroad track, which would look something like this, where you have negative 13 pi radians over 18, okay, and then a railroad track, and then you have 180 over pi radians. Pi radians eliminate each other, and you're left with negative 13 times 180, which is negative 2,340, divided by 18, which should give you an answer of negative 130 degrees. That is your final answer, meaning that negative 13 pi over 18 radians is actually negative 130 degrees. Next, we are going to do the second problem, practice problem, which is going to be where we are given 14 pi over 20, which radians, which is going to become a degree value. We're going to do the same thing we just did in problem 1, where we first place our radians, which is 14 pi over 20 radians. I'm going to put a rad for short, and that is going to be multiplied by our formula, which was 180 degrees over pi radians. 14, you can just do simple cross multiplication and then divide. So 14 pi radians eliminate. You are left with 14 times 180 over 20, and this is going to be your degree value. And in this scenario, it would be 126 degrees. Again, we can do this with the railroad track like we did in problem 1, where we would have 14 pi over 20. Then we'll make a railroad track, and we have 180 degrees over pi radians. And the pi radians will eliminate, and again, you're left with 14 over 20 times 180. 14 times 180 gives us 2520, or 2520, divided by 20, which again simplifies down to 126 degrees. I hope this video helped, and if you believe it did, please consider to like and subscribe, and remember to press the bell icon in order to get notifications for my latest videos. Thank you.